Hello guys and welcome to the video. In today's video we are continuing customly generated skins versus randomly generated. I've changed the format a bit so everything should be in the sun now, and it should be a lot better anyway. So I think without further ado we should just get into it. So we'll start off with the Carnotaurus. So I know which one is the custom and which one isn't. So this is the custom. I think I did a good job with it personally. I think the kind of turquoise patterning with this purple color works quite well. I do like how it kind of fades into this like kind of purplish blue like back. I think this is a good skin, 8 out of 10. What would help is I think I don't love the patterning. I think it's good, I just don't love it. I think on the leg, if they had done something a bit different, it could look like it could be like a 9 out of 10. Anyway, I would also, because I forgot to last time, I think, I will show you what pattern was used. So if you guys want to recreate what we've got here, it's Velvet Paleophinax, and then this one is Velvet Rana. So it's a similar, it's the same color, but it's different pattern. Do I think this pattern works better? Oh, I don't know. I think if we're talking more subtle, yeah, I think it subtly works a lot better. I feel like if I was gonna have one in my parks, and if I wanted a more like vibrant but not over the top Carcharodon, so I would choose this one. But if I was gonna use if I was like a normal park, I'm gonna choose this one over this one. So I'm gonna give this one a 8 out of 10, and this one a 7 out of 10. It's good. It's just not as good as the other one. Okay. S1 to custom and 0 to random. Moving on, Stratosaurus. Now the Ceratosaurus here. This is the one I made. Again, I think I did a great job personally. I think it's very similar to a one in the original game where it was the wetland, and it was like it's not exactly like this. I think it was more toxic kind of green, if that sounds right. But this one I do like a lot less, but I still think it looks good. Obviously, the Ceratosaur kind of looks like a dragon, but we're not talking about the dinosaur design here, even though I do quite like it. Yeah, I give this a 7.5. I think it looks good. I would use that in a park. It wouldn't be. It would never be a centerpiece attraction on my parks because there is a Stratosphere Skin which is in the game, which is really cool, like a blue with like it's hard to describe, but it's a really cool one. This one's cool, but it's just not quite as good. Again, I'll show you the skin. It's Champlain Valley Rana, and this one is Death Valley Chowcorner. And I'll be honest, I'll be honest, I'm slightly disappointed with the Stratosphere skins in this game. I have been from the start. They have been getting better. Obviously, that blue one is possibly my favourite skin in the game currently. But outside of that, some of the skins are very lackluster. This, however, is pretty cool. I like the pink kind of texturing. I think it's a little bit. I think the dusty kind of orange could look a lot nicer. I think the red is a little bit oversaturated. Maybe it's more pinky than I would have hoped. The green's not very nice. It's kind of a weird green color. But overall, I give that. I think I prefer that. No, I don't. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10, and I'm gonna give this a 7.5. Very close, but I do prefer this one just a little bit. Anyway, moving on, the Carnotaurus. So this is the Carnotaurus I chose with, and I'll be honest, I don't like it. I really don't. The Carnotaurus for me is a bit like the Stratosphere, except I've never been sold on a Carnotaur skin in this game, except Tauros, which I think looks really good. But I've never been sold on the base Carnotaur skins. I think they all look a bit too weird. This is alright. I give it a 5.5. It's pretty cool, but like I'm never gonna use it. I don't like the panning. I don't think it works with this kind of color. Don't get me wrong, the Carnotaur model itself looks really good. It's just I don't think most of the patterns work for it. And we got Amazon Rainforest Blank. Are you gonna fucking wake up? There you go. Thank the Lord. Right. I need you. Is this a fucking joke? What? What's happening here? Right. Well, I guess I'll make some estimations from where I'm at. It's all right. It's pretty cool. Kind of like I do prefer this actually. I think that looks better. I give that a 6. It's all right. I would never use it in with like choice, but it's okay. I think that does work better than this. So far, Carnotaurus very lackluster. However, that is 1 to randomly generated, 2 to custom. Moving on to Chasmasaurus. This is the one I've made. Again, yeah, I think this one works well. It's a much more subtle than I would have hoped. I would have hoped it'd be a bit more popping. But that's okay, I guess. The purple is very saturated, but it kind of makes it look like a hippo. I don't know about anyone else, but like for me, they always have that like pinkish underbelly. That actually does look kind of cool, especially because it's in the water currently. The frill was a bit lackluster. It's this kind of faded yellow. It still looks good, just not as good as I would have hoped again. I give this a good 6.5. That looks pretty cool. Now we've got Yukon River Baits. This is the same patterning, but overall looks less good because I think this has got more of a hippo aesthetic, whereas this one just looks more generic. So I give this a 6.5, and this is like a 6. It's okay. So custom generated 3, randomly generated 1. Now moving on to Chunkingosaurus. This is the custom. This is actually pretty cool. I like the green and I like the green. I think the green's the best bit. The orange is a bit weird. It's like very dusty. And the head's got this weird grey skin tone, which I don't really like. It does have like a nice yellowish underbelly, which does look pretty cool. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. It looks okay. If you're wondering, it is Amazon rainforest papyrana. Well, okay. I might have to go in capture mode for this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. Well, you're currently underwater, so I'm gonna have to just remove that water from you, mate, because I need to see what you look like. I actually do prefer that. Yeah, that looks a lot cooler. It's more of a dark green. It's less like vibrant patterning, even though I wouldn't call that vibrant. It's less out there patterning. It kind of blends in better to the skin. The head looks more better because it's more subtle, I guess. Yeah, genuinely, I prefer that. That is, I actually quite like that. 7.5. So randomly generated 2, custom generated 3. Anyway, now we've got the Coelophysis. Luckily, they're out of water. Jesus Christ. Right, so we've got, this is the one I've created. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like the green and the red kind of bone pattern. It's not really a bone, it's more like a weird, like, line. Anyway, it looks good enough. Yeah, I think the head's a little bit lackluster. The, like, patterning gets a lot better when it goes down the body, but, like, at the head, it's just, like, a weird dust kind of color. It looks like he's got some, like, dust in his eye. But apart from that, actually, to be fair, he looks really like a lizard from that angle. Anyway, apart from that, yeah, that looks pretty good. Damn, he doesn't. This skin really makes him look like a lizard. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's weird how similar he looks to a lizard like this. Obviously, the head doesn't, but like from an angle, like a snake kind of thing. I'm getting off track here. Yeah, I give that a 7. I give that a 7 out of 10. That's pretty cool. And then this one, I think. I might be getting carried away, but I think that this one is less good. I think the pattern works less good on this one. However, I think the dust works much worse on that head. And I think the lizard kind of resemblance has gotten me to love this skin more than I would usually. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 and this a 6.5. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Anyway, moving up, next is Cryolophosaurus. This is the custom. Okay, I'm slightly disappointed with the Cryolophosaurus custom. I think that should be a lot better. I mean, the crest is cool, I'll give it that. The crest is pretty good. However, you've got to bear in mind, the actual, like, body pattern, I think is very ugly. It's like this weird purpley brown. which I'm not crazy on. By the way, I don't know if I did show you the Stratosphere Skin or not. Just say Amazon. Right, moving on. Anyway, yeah, I think it looks good. I think the crest is really cool. Like this, it definitely you would see that in a park. I could see myself using not this body pan, but that like crest in a park if I wanted a standout attraction in an exhibit or something, like a very vibrant kind of set piece. It almost makes up for the rest of the body. However, I don't think it quite does, so I'm going to give it the 6.5 because that crest is really the only thing carrying it. Oh wow, I actually really like the tail on this. Like the rest of the body is alright, but the tail looks really interesting. Is that just me, or it's like does the tail look like kind of like? I really like that tail. That's a really cool patterning, actually. I mean, sure, the rest of the body's really boring, just like it's this brown orange kind of thing with dust. But that tail looks pretty cool, actually. Yeah, no, I like that tail. Yeah. So I'm just gonna remember myself. So we're 1 to custom, 2 to custom. Did I give this one to custom? No, I gave that to one. 2-1, and then you got 3-1. Yes, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 4-2, and I'm gonna give this one to the random generator, so it's 4-3 now. Moving on, the smallest dinosaur in the game currently, the Compsognathus. I'm just gonna move forward because I don't trust these guys. So this is the comp. Get out the. There you go. Right. This is the one I've generated. I'm definitely gonna have to go into capture mode for this. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. It's very difficult to like see a pattern on the compy because obviously it's small size, but the blue is cool enough. The head has this nice like kind of red, and it kind of got like a little bit of like blood on its head almost. It looked cool actually. I like that a lot. But yeah, doesn't matter too much. But I do quite like that. I give that maybe a 6.5. And then this one's a lot more. Wow, that actually looks cool. I like that. This is more pinkish kinda, but like something weird has touched me skin. I do really like that. Like the kind of like dark green with the outline of this. Not it's not gold, but like a pale orange almost. Looks really good, and then the head itself has got this nice pink kind of like color with like I've just realized the scales have got like nice green parts about them. That looks awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna give this to random. I'm gonna give that a 7.5. I really like the random one. Now we'll leave Cryo to last. Next up is the Cryolophosaurus, which again I need to remove all the water because these guys are annoying. Right. This is the custom. Okay, custom's definitely gonna win this. I really like that. That reminds me a lot of like a turtle almost. But looking at the rest of it, doesn't look quite as turtle-ish as I'm assuming. However, I like that a lot. I think the orange on the plates look quite nice. And obviously the head is really cool. I'm gonna give that a crisp 8.5 out of 10. Let's see if the random can. So they're currently neck and neck. However, let's see. No, I'll give that a 6, but no. Alright, the final one, the Cryolophosaurus. If they could get into. Okay, right. Oh, that looks nice. Like I think this would work better on a different pattern, like kind of color, to like really contrast. But still, I think the purple, like crown, looks really good. And then there's like a little bit of speckled purple, and then it kind of fades out on the tail. The color of the blue is like it's serviceable. I give that a strong 9. I really like that. And now let's see. Um, I don't like it as much, but I would give that an 8.5. I think that could work great in like a desert. I could see that in a desert, you know? So the custom generated won out in the end. However, it was a close battle. Leave your favorites in the comments if you want